Welcome back to another Chart Nerd TA update. I'm currently diving into Algorand today. I have just released a video on my channel on Everdome, the metaverse project. So if you are interested in that, please go and check it out. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you enjoy today's content. So diving into this video here for Algorand, I'm on the weekly time frame. I just want to point out a few things first. Okay, so Algorand had this bottom here, okay, in March 2020. And from this low, okay, I think it had a 5-wave Elliott wave impulsive move up. So it had a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, and a wave 5, either to here or to here. I'm going to put it at the all-time high. Okay, and from that point, I do believe we've been in some sort of correction, I think, because I think this is a 1-part move of a 2-part move, 3-part move up, a large ABC to the upside. I'm going to dive into that shortly and explain why. But I think this is a massive correction, and potentially what Algorand's done here is had an A, a B, and a C wave down, and met some technical targets. Okay, so let's get a little bit further into this. What you can notice here for Algorand is that from these highs here, okay, Algorand was in an uptrend, and this sort of channel here. If I get this bang on for you guys. Okay, something like that. Okay, Algorand was in this rising channel where it came into the channel. Okay, and it was in this uptrend. Okay, it was in an uptrend in this rising channel, and it actually lost support here. Okay, and we lost support of the 55. And that point on, we turned support into resistance, created a death cross, and have been in this correction. Okay, but right now, Algorand has actually done something pretty good in this correction right here. In this, I think we've had about a 90% drawdown. But there's a level of resistance that Algorand has started to break through, and it's this level of resistance here, okay, where you've been hitting your head on this for multiple times now, okay, this line of resistance, and you've been failing to break it. Right now we've come down, formed a low, okay, and we've held that low, and what we've done is come up to resistance of it once. And the second time now, we've broke out and we're breaking through it currently. Okay, and this is on the weekly time frame. So we're breaking through a trend line that's had multiple points of contact of resistance, okay, since its inception back in, from when we started capitulating in November. Okay, and right now we're breaking through that. That's a very bullish sign, okay, because we've been in this sort of downtrend here, just basically falling between support and resistance, and right now we've held a level of support and are starting to break out. Okay, so for me, right now things are looking quite bullish, and as I said, I think this is an ABC wave within a wave 1, a wave 2, and a potential large C leg up to the upside, a potential wave 3 of an ABC. Sorry, a C wave of an ABC, not a wave 3, a C wave of an ABC. And right now, this is a strong breakout here for Algorand, and potentially we could be starting to retrace. What I wanted to point out also, why this actually might be the bottom here, and this breakout of this trend line is so important, is because what Algorand's done, from its all-time high, it was starting to retrace back down to these lows. Okay, so we get a fib on from the all-time high down to these lows. Okay, where it's retracing to, the 1 fib is where it was retracing to. We've actually come down, okay, back to this area. We came down to it for support. We ran back up to the 20 and the 786 as resistance and got rejected and lost this area of support. Okay, so we lost the 1 fib. When you lose the 1 fib here, the technical targets are between the 1272 and 1618 at a minimal. And what you can see is we lost the 1 fib and we came straight down to the 1618 at 27 cents. But ever since then, we've been holding it and running back into the 1414. Okay, coiling up, formed a double bottom here. This is what we've got currently. We've got a double bottom and a double bottom breakout. But we'll literally, if we do break out of it, we have a technical target from there to there. And you can see that Algorand will be pumping back up to around 49 cents off that breakout pattern. Okay, tying up with the fact that we've broke out of this downwards resistance trend line, okay, and we've held support on the 1618. To me, it's looking relatively bullish. Okay, it's looking relatively bullish. We've met the 1618 target. Okay, we've met the 1618 target down here. We've broken out of this trend line of resistance. Okay, multiple points of resistance throughout a long monthly time period. Okay, if we get the close above it here, and equally get the close above the 1414 this week, it's bullish. It's bullish in my eyes. It's very bullish. Okay, but who's not to say potentially we could be looking at more downside. But again, just to give confirmation of this break, if Algorand does start to break above 37 cents, 37 to 38 cents, okay, we're in a technical target up to the 1618. So we've retraced down to it from this bottom here, retracing to this high. We're in a technical target to 46 cents at a minimum, in my opinion. Right now, I think this is where Algorand's trying to get to. Okay, so you've got this level of resistance. You're coiling up in some sort of ascending level of support. Support, resistance, support, resistance. If you break out, come back for support and hold it. In my eyes, you're looking to come up to that 46 cent area. Okay, and it's looking relatively bullish. Equally, another important factor to consider here, okay, is look at the gap between the EMAs. Okay, when you're in a downtrend and you're so far down from these EMAs, they tend to pull you back up like magnets. They're like magnets, they pull you back up. Okay, so when you get too far extended to the downside, you get pulled back up. But look here, when you get too extended to the upside and you've got a big gap, what happens to the price? It comes back down. Okay, so it works in opposite effects. When you're going up, you get dragged down to the EMAs. When you're going down, you get dragged up to the EMAs. And right now, we've broken out of key trend lines. We haven't retested the 20 at all. Okay, we haven't actually back tested the 20 or run up to the 20. We've had attempts at it, but we've never got to the 20 EMA on the weekly. If we start to push up here and reach that 20, you're getting a low, a high, a higher low, and a higher high. It's bullish structure. Okay, and you're looking to work your way back up the stairs, and potentially the lows are in here for Algorand. Okay, so for me, that's the bullish scenario. That is the bullish scenario. Now, if we're to look at the negative implications here, okay, I'm going to get this fib back on, retracing from the all-time high back down to this one area. Okay, as I said, we're sitting on the 1618. If we lose the 1618 and lose this area of support here, my next target would be the 2 fib at 16 cents. Okay, and you'll be retracing back down to the lows that you was basically in March 2020. Okay, and that is a potential target. Okay, in the near to medium short term, if things do continue to the downside. Okay, but an accurate way to look at it is if we go, say if we meet resistance at 37 cents, for example, okay, and we're retracing back down to this low from wherever we come up to here. Okay, for me, a realistic target in the short term, if we're doing this and we're coming up like this and we fail, come back down and lose 27 cents and lose these lows, okay, for me, your minimum targets are down to the 1618 at 23 cents. Okay, and then if that continues to lose, you're looking at those 17 to 16 cents that I showed you on the 2 fib on the larger fib channels. So yeah, guys, that's the outlook on Algorand today. I've wanted to point out a few key bullish factors because I am short-term bullish and near-term bullish to retest these EMAs at least in the short term, and then at that point we'll decide, hopefully, if it goes in that way, which way we'll be going next. But guys, again, take care. None of this is financial advice. I hope you enjoyed today's update. Until next time, from Chart Node TA, peace out.